Welcome to Pull a Pin Already, War Room Edition. I'm your host, Jim. Joining me as usual is.
Night dog. One day I'll get that point right.
It's not like you're not sitting in the same spot every
I know, right? And
show.
I always point. I'm like, oh, I'm off the screen. Nope, nope. Now I'm too far over. Right there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If we had a little bit more time, we'd make some changes. But yeah. So, anyways, welcome to War Room Edition. Episodes where it's all we actually do right now.
When's the last time we did a different edition than a war room?
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. I should just do the Fragos on my own and just start doing daily shows that are useless but short. I don't know, but nobody wants to see me or listen to me. So let's get on with some headlines because that's what we do here. We pull some headlines for the media and we talk about them from our perspective, whether we read the articles or not. And we know you're busy, so you probably haven't read them. So we react just like you. We make crap up and get upset about stupid things that don't even matter. But we're good at it because why?
Well, we're just average veterans who've been in the world and we know everything.
Yep, and we know that because
Never been fact checked.
oh yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Can you hear my son playing drums again? Every night, dude. I
Good
love
for
it.
him.
But, yeah, I
In the
love it.
next month we're gonna hear it. It's gonna sound even better. So
Yeah. Well, he's not bad now, but yep, he's not ready for the big leagues yet. But anyways, enough of my son playing drums. Why don't we talk about some really important stuff going on in the world today
like the Air Force.
and the Air Force. We did talk about the Air Force once, didn't we? The Air Force abandons diversity experiment aimed at boosting pilot training graduation rates for women and minority pilots.
You know what they should do? A couple episodes. They should be at the Navy and just get a drag queen to help them. See if that
Maybe
works for the
that's
Air
it.
Force too.
Maybe that's it. They're not using the right recruiter. They need a drag queen or somebody like that. Yeah.
I mean, we should just hire the best, right?
Yeah, but why do you think they abandoned it?
Because it wasn't working. That's just my guess.
So,
I didn't read the article, but that's just my guess.
so let me ask you a question. So if we're sitting at a table, me and you in the Air Force say we're sitting at a table and saying, "Wow, how can we boost graduation rates for women and minority pilots?"
Train them better.
So my first question would be,
Lower the standards so they can pass. I don't
right?
know.
Well, my first question would be is, do they want to be pilots?
Yeah, right.
Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna literally force people now? Like, we don't have enough diversity in here. You're gonna have to go work there. Wait, that sounds like communism.
Well, it's getting there. I guess it's getting there.
And you know what? And even the diversity stuff, dude. I'm kind of getting annoyed with it, right? Like, I'm not opposed to diversity. Like, I'm not opposed to people having a voice and everything like that. Because everywhere you look, even in Star Wars world, every region is represented. No matter what your race or thing is, every region is represented. But when you break things down, like the representation can't just be because you have one of these people, they have to be on the board or they have to be in the. It just can't be like that. So if you want representation, like, why not just make it based on the ratios that you have? You know what I mean? Like if you got 12 people and, I
That's not the
mean,
way it is now. We gotta
like, I don't know,
make
man. Like,
diversity now. It can't just be certain people anymore. You gotta have a whole
right. I
bunch
mean,
of other
like,
people on there.
like if you have three Pakistanis living in your 10,000, population city, do you have to have a Pakistani on your school board just so they represent? I mean, like, what does that
Probably,
mean?
probably.
You know what I mean? What does that mean? Like, how is that what diversity is? Like, I don't get it. And it's just weird to me because even back in the day, like a man spoke for his wife because he loved his wife and he was representing her, and she trusted him to speak for her because he was representing her.
Well,
Like we don't need to have his wife on the council too.
like the whole government's going that way. They're like, we need more diversity where I work at. We need more diversity. We need more diversity. And I'm like, what's the diversity of the county that we work in? What's the diversity there?
You talking about the ratio and the
Yeah, yeah,
demographics?
sure. I'm like, what? So what do you think most of your workforce population is going to be? Other people don't want to move here. You can't go out and get diversity if they don't want to come here.
Right, right. This was a problem, with the self segregation, right? I told you this in New Jersey. You can look at New
Oh
Jersey,
yeah.
they can stand up and pound their feet and say, well, we're very diverse in New Jersey. Yeah, because you have different groups of people scattered throughout the state.
You know
But
it's
there's
not
not much
diverse?
crossover.
You know it's not diverse? Chinatown in New York City, because all the
Right.
Chinese segregate together.
But
That's why
that's
it's
my
called
point.
Chinatown. It's called a Chinatown racist because it's all Chinese out of there?
That's New Jersey, dude. I'm telling you.
I,
You
I
can
know
go
exactly how
where
you're saying that.
you
Yeah.
can go to every neighborhood and you know what population lives there because people like to live where their culture is, where their like-minded people are. I mean, I don't understand. How do you force that? You know what? There's not enough white people in this neighborhood, so we're gonna move all these people over here and put them in this neighborhood. Like, how do you do that?
It doesn't work just like this pilot program, just like this headline.
It's just
Gone.
dumb. Oh, here we go. So where do we meet, Nate?
No, look, 2 days ago I was talking about this. I didn't know it was gonna come up.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got to do a little planning because we ain't got a whole lot of time. You know what I mean? But yeah. So Fort Hood gets a new name honoring a Texas-born four-star general.
Changing the names. Is Fort Hood the first post to change their name?
No, I don't think so.
What's changed their name so far then?
I think up in the Northeast they had a place.
Drum. Drum ain't changed their name yet.
No, I
I don't
don't think it was
think.
Drum. No, I'm pretty sure they weren't the first one, but still, this is stupid. I mean, I'm still going to call it Fort Hood.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what does Fort Hood mean? Who's Hood?
The Confederate general.
Do you know what's his first name?
General. Sir.
Exactly. You know what? And you were in the military.
I was
I don't
stationed at
think
Fort Hood too, and I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows who the hell Mr. Hood is. I don't know who he is. I didn't even know if he was a Confederate general or not. I don't care. I really don't care. Even if it was Lee and Grant or whatever, all these generals, I don't care. It's a damn place.
Someone does.
It's not like we're calling it some, racist term like, hey, whatever.
Well, that is Confederates are racist, so
All right. How did they get away with stereotyping all these people when you're gonna get me on a rant again. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
this is gonna fix the problem right here, changing the name, just like
Yeah, I
just
know.
like just like getting rid of the pilot training diversity thing's gonna fix the problem too.
And I don't remember the new name, but I don't remember this guy's name, but it's nothing I could pronounce. It wasn't even easy to say, I
Oh,
think.
it's a Mexican name.
Yeah, whatever it was just so I'm still gonna call it Fort Hood, but you know what? I don't have to go there anymore, so who cares?
Yeah, I always call it Fort Hood too, because I don't even know what the new name is, and I've never
Since
been there since. Well, I've never been there since 2000. So yeah, 23 years ago.
since nobody's joining the military, then it ain't like we're gonna have to tell
It'll
recruits.
be called Fort Closed pretty soon.
Yeah. Hey, you were stationed at Fort Hood? Where's that? What's that?
Yeah, right.
I don't know, but we have some really cool drag parties.
That's what it's gonna be now. No,
Oh my
Fort
goodness.
Hood, Fort Hood. That was the sports bar. What was it? Sports Dome. That's where all the fights happened, wasn't it? That's what the drag shows are now.
they changed the cage for a stage. And
Jesus
kids
Lord.
kids get in free.
Oh man. Yeah, the sports dome. Went there plenty of nights for fights. It was great.
And look, dude, even a disclaimer here. I'm not even opposed to it. You know what I mean? You want to drag, like whatever those drag. It's humorous to me. It was scary in Hawaii because some of the women were not really women. Were very convincing, but it was scary to me. But do your own thing. It's when they bring the kids in, they cross the lines, dude. I don't
Or
know
force it on
why.
you. Or force it on you.
Yeah, and I just don't know why that's the hill they want us to die on. I just don't get it. I mean, this whole, your trans genocide they're calling it or something like. Who is trying to get rid of trans people? Because we don't want young kids to get their stuff cut off, then they can't change their mind when they're older. That's genocide. Like if anything, the trans people are committing genocide because by cutting your reproductive organs off, you can't reproduce. So you're going to be obsolete soon. So do your thing. Keep doing. Like dude, I just wish there was a way.
You think only trans people produce trans people?
What? No, 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 no. But I'm saying
So
without straight people, without what do they call them? What do they call straight people? Like I
straight.
don't know. No, they call them something else, man. Cis or
Homo
something.
sapiens.
Some.
Homo
Anyway,
sapiens.
without us straight people, you can't make babies. You could teach your kid to be anything you want it to be.
There's been babies made in test tubes.
Well, I don't know if they're real babies and where they're getting them from. Right. So kids are a commodity, right? That's what I'm saying. So pretty soon people will be a commodity.
Yeah, sure. Why
So
not?
let's just let the AI take over, man. It'd probably do it better than we can. Screw Ford.
My kids might be screwed. My grandkids are really screwed. Anyways,
This is fun. Vermont bans owning, running paramilitary training camps.
I don't think it owned. Those are. I saw this group of people who got together and did stuff together. I don't know if someone owned them.
Yeah, I don't
Is that
know.
like a Confederate general? We got to change. We got to change the name of paramilitary training camps. Getting owned by somebody.
Yeah, I mean, what does that mean? Like, how do you define paramilitary? Like, if we play GI Joe outside, is that paramilitary?
I'm gonna ask Bernie Sanders.
I mean, we training or like, what are the camps? Like, what if we don't call it a camp? What if we call it a fort? Is a fort
Yeah.
okay? Training fort? like, like this is the stupidest stuff in the world. But I mean, Vermont's so small. I mean, do they have a problem with it in
I
Vermont?
know. Are they getting scared of getting run over?
Right? I mean, do they have it? Is there a serious paramilitary training camp problem up there? Like we're only allowed to have intern camps, whatever they call them, to put the Asian people during the war. We can't have that. We could have that, but we can't have training camps. Like what? These people are weird up there, dude. Have you ever been to Vermont?
Never.
Yeah, that whole northeast region up there. I've been to I've been to all of them, but I don't know about like Maine. I don't know, but there's a lot. The Massachusetts, that whole region up there is weird people. Yeah, I guess I'm stereotyping, but I had a weird experience when I was up there. Yeah, so maybe they need more training camps.
Just not paramilitary.
Right, right, right. Paramilitary, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Weird, but I don't know how they can do that and they ban owning and running them. So I don't know, man. I'm sure there's plenty of legal ways around that. Like I said already, not calling them a camp, but I don't
Well,
own it. Like
don't
nobody
call it.
owns it.
Don't call it paramilitary.
And nobody owns it. We don't wear uniforms. You know what I mean? Like what?
We just get together to go shoot guns.
Yeah, like what is paramilitary? Like, and there's training. What if there's not training going on? I mean, like, what if we just like, hey, look, everybody, there's a book on the ground. If you want to read it, read it. You know what I mean? Like, or let's say we're rehearsing, we're
Look,
reenacting the Civil War. Like,
here's some FMs. If you guys want to pick them up and read them, go ahead by all means.
you know what I mean? Like, this is not a training camp. It's a Civil War reenactment or an Afghanistan reenactment camp or school.
It's like, why are you doing a Civil War reenactment with AK-47s and
Right? That's what I'm
AR-15?
saying. Yeah, I had to change it. We're doing the Taliban versus
Right?
Indians or something. I don't know.
Doing the Afghan reenactments.
Exactly.
Uh,
Really, I mean, couldn't I mean? There's probably ways around it. That's funny.
no, there's
That's so
gotta be.
stupid, man.
There's a way around this
Anyway,
headline. Well, right around this headline too to go to the next one.
well, we got the solution here. That'll do it. United Nations urges Taliban to be nicer.
I did notice that they're, they're saying please and thank you a lot more.
Showing a lot more manners lately. You know that? They're beheading less people. I mean, their quotas have definitely come down. Well, maybe that's because we pulled out of certain places, but you know what I mean.
Oh man,
They did say thank you for all the guns. They took those cool pictures with all the equipment.
I'm glad the United Nations is doing something about the Taliban.
You know, dude, I told you, I think I already told you, I served in the United Nations, and yeah, we need to disband them too. Yeah, it's a
That'll
waste
do
of
it.
money.
That'll do it.
It's a waste of money. It's more a waste of money, especially since the U.S. mostly pays for most of it anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the money we send to Ukraine, the money we send to the United Nations, we could probably do a very good job in the United States of America with all that money, right?
yeah, and that's the whole debate. Like, I don't know if you're following you know, the whole presidential stuff. You know what I mean? They're still trying really hard to pin Trump and try to keep him from running. They're trying really hard, dude.
Scared, scared.
I mean, they're. I just saw a trial the other day that with that lady that accused him like 20 years ago of assaulting or
Oh
sexually
yeah.
assault. And then did you see the video of that lady?
No.
She was on one of these talk shows, dude, and she's a kook. She is insane. Like she was saying that the RAPE word was more of a everybody thinks of it more of as a sexual fantasy than I'm like, she's a kook, dude. You got to watch her. And this is the person that they believed was telling. Unbelievable, dude.
I don't gotta watch anybody.
I'm gonna have to go find me a. Well, I'm not in Vermont, but I'm gonna have to go find me a paramilitary training facility.
Well, it's still legal in the state you live in, maybe. So you probably found it pretty
Yeah,
easy
yeah. I'm gonna have to go.
up in them there hills.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go find. I'm gonna have to go find one, and because I'm telling you this, I don't see a resolution to this. I mean, I don't know, dude. I
That
just don't see it.
paramilitary is what's going to end up saving the country.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, and I don't see a resolution to this. And I know the people with the biggest mouths are the least likely ones to defend this country.
No, they don't believe in guns. So what were they going to do?
They're just well, I don't know, man. We had that dude telling trans people to go arm themselves. I don't know how that works with their fingernails because they might chip a nail or something. I don't know how that works, but yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I still haven't ran into that dude trying to get into the women's bathroom yet either. So
Oh, yeah. I remember that video.
yeah, I haven't ran into him.
What a meatball.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yeah,
I'm sure no one's running to him because he ain't going to do it.
yeah, no, yeah. Most of those people that say they're tough are really not tough.
No.
You know what I mean? So, but either way, I don't know. We can't talk about trans every episode. This culture stuff sucks, man. But you know, it's hard to even keep up with the policy and stuff because
We're talking about Taliban, not trans. Come on, that's what the headline was.
trans a ban. Trans. What do they do? They wear their robes inside out? Like, what do they do when they want to become a different gender? You know, you couldn't do that in them countries. They'd kill you
Mm-mm.
right there.
Yep, sure can't.
But yet, you know, so look at Africa. I mean, Africa, like the beacon of freedom again. Oh, just God, I'm so sick of these people. You know, we do need something seriously challenging to these people, so because they're all so spoiled. They're just spoiled brats that have nothing else to fight for, so they're making crap up. Oh, we need a new gender. Let's fight for gender equality. Trans rights are human rights. Like, what the hell rights do I have that you don't have? Like, all the bills they're passing are to protect children, not trans or straight children, just children. Like, I don't understand. What rights do you have or I have that you don't have?
Well, you got to read the headline and find out.
Oh my God, there's no headline. I'm
Oh,
making this up as we
oh,
go.
article.
Oh, whatever, dude. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. But I'm tired of this episode. So I'm gonna go get off here and go do my my thing, whatever that might be. But thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Nate, for showing up. Thank you all out there for your comments, likes, shares, subscribes, and the donations you just keep pouring in. Um, thanks for making us as successful as we are. Either way, just thanks for listening to us because that's really why we're here. But until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.